In the very center of Europe is the Republic of Belarus. It consists of 6 regions. In one of them, the unique and amazing city of Orsha is situated, with its history and sites. Come with us. The first railway station building in Orsha was built in 1871. With the commissioning of the Moscow-Brest Railway, in 1912, a 2-story concrete building was constructed instead of the wooden building, combining elements of Art Nouveau and Neo-Romanesque styles. On the western and castern sides, it had 2 tetrahedral columns with a crenellated parapet which, combined with the narrow, high windows, gave it a castle-like appearance. Due to the increasing passenger traffic through Orsha, the station building was repeatedly renovated and expanded. In 1953, the station was completed. A second floor was added on the western and eastern sides. In 1980, it was decorated with new interiors, and partial replanning of the premises was carried out. The last reconstruction of the station was completed in 2004, and soon the building received a status of historical and cultural value. The station Orsha Central has always played an important role of a link, and to this day it is the largest railway hub in Belarus. In the city of Orsha, on August 1, 1948, a memorial museum is opened to the hero of the Soviet Union Konstantin Zaslanov. Initially, the museum was located in the left wing of the Kirov Railway Workers' Cultural Center. Later, the building of the former Pioneer House of the railway junction was transferred to the museum for the exposition. On the day of the 10th anniversary of Konstantin Zastanov's death, the new exhibition was opened to visitors at a Sabin Tevasiters. In 1994, a new chapter was opened in the history of the museum. It becomes a branch of the Cultural Institution Museum Complex of History and Culture of the Orsha region. The Jesuit Collegium was founded in 1604 with the support of the Chancellor of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, Lv Sapega. It was in the Collegium that Napoleon Bonaparte was quartered during the war in 1812. The Collegium had a school, and in the year of its foundation, there were already 20 students. It was one of the first Jesuit collegiums in what is now Belarus. The Collegium was famous for its high level of education and its library, which contained thousands of books. After the Jesuit order was banned in 1773, the Collegium was taken over by the secular authorities, and in the 19th century, the building was used as a barracks and later as a school. In the 20th century, various institutions, including a military hospital and warehouses, were located in the 2000s. The Collegium underwent restoration. Today, it houses a children's philharmonic and an art gallery. The building has become a symbol of Orsha. Concerts, exhibitions, and festivals are held here, such as the annual Festival of Bars. The Mlin Museum in Orsha was opened when it became necessary to provide information about local history, traditions, and everyday life. Until the 1960s, this architectural monument served as a regular mill. Initially, it was a 50-horsepower water-powered mill, but 10 years later, the wheel was already turning with the help of steam. And after that, everything started working on electricity. After Orsha, a flour mill was built, and the need for a mill disappeared, and the building was empty and falling into disrepair. After that, a new museum was opened, which was actively replenished with new and became a center for cultural activities, holding exhibitions, lectures, and educational programs. Arshanskoye settlement is a monument and a symbol of the history of our city. The settlement was located at the point where the Arshid River meets the Dnieper River, on the waterway from the Varangians to the Greeks. This route was one of the most important trade routes in all of Europe. In the second half of the 11th century and the beginning of the 12th century, here, on Zamkova Hill, there is now a memorial sign in the form of a gate with the year of the first mention of the city in the tale of bygone years and an element of the city's coat of arms. The active construction of Orsha on the Cape confluence of 2 rivers in the chronicles dates back to the 12th century. For many centuries, the fortress on Zamkova Hora served an important function. It was a watchtower and controlled the border between the Polotsk land and the Smolensk Principality. The memorial complex for our Soviet motherland was erected on the high bank of the Dnieper in honor of the 25th anniversary of the first salvo of the M13 rocket launchers. The first Katyusha was mass-produced in June 1941 in Moscow. Having captured Orsha, the fascists advanced on Smolensk. Enemy trains with military equipment and manpower arrived in Orsha 1. after another commander of the experimental battery of rocket artillery BM-13, Captain Flurov, received an order to open fire on the Orsha railway junction. On July 14, 1941, the first ever live firing of high-level mortars was carried out at the Orsha Centralnaya railway station. Most of the battery's personnel and its commander, Flurov, died in an unequal battle, having fired all their ammunition and blown up all their vehicles to prevent them from falling into enemy hands. The construction of the Immortality Mound began in April 1966. A letter to future generations was placed in an airtight box at the base of the mound. Almost all the residents of the city participated in its construction. Veterans and young people carried the earth here in buckets, ladles, and special boxes. In less than 3 weeks, the Mound of Immortality was filled in. Its height reached 8 meters. On the slope of the mound there are models of the Golden Star of the hero of the Soviet Union and a memorial plaque on which the words are written in gold letters, the names of the heroes who died in the struggle for freedom and independence of our motherland in the Great Patriotic War will forever live in the grateful memory of the people. The Great Patriotic War. Later, in the same year, a Heroes Park with 6 alleys was laid out around the Immortal Mound. The main alley of the Heroes Park is named after the unknown soldier. A monument to the 621st Assault Orsha Red Banner Order of Suvorov 3rd Degree Aviation Regiment was erected near Secondary School No. 17 in Orsha. Veterans helped the students to restore the names of the fallen pilots. The monument bears the inscription Eternal Glory and Memory to Courage.